Right, so I've just finished doing my review video. It ended up taking me 20 minutes to record it, which is usually a lot longer than what I spend on doing a review video. So yeah, I usually spend around 10 minutes doing it, but anyway, it's done now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it through my sound, what do you call it, noise reduction software, because I live in Jakarta. Okay, it's quite a noisy place. I have a fan going on in the background that causes some background noise. I have people walking around in the street outside. There's a thunderstorm brewing, so there's a heck of a lot of activity going on that I need to try to get rid of, because people don't really like it when there's a lot of background noise. So I'm using a software that's called FreeMake Video Converter. What it allows me to do is separate the audio from the video, and then I go through and I process the audio through another software, which I'll talk to you about in just a second, and that allows me to cancel the noise. It allows me to reduce the noise. So where are we? Okay, affiliate reviews, November, push button ecom. There is the video right there, and I'm going to export it to MP3. Reviews, November, push button ecom. I'm going to make a new file called raw audio. Cool. I'm going to put it in there, and I'm going to convert it. Right, in the meantime, I'm going to close down a load of these pages because we don't need them open anymore. I've done what I need to do, and I can actually save a bit of time right now, and I can make my video thumbnail. So I'm going to pop over to Canva. Let me just refresh my stats, see if it's grown anymore in the past 30 minutes. I don't think it has, but it's always a good idea to check. Have some more puffs of the peace pipe. Right, so what I have here is the generic thumbnail that I use on all of my YouTube review videos. It's orange. I modeled it over on the Amazon colors because they spent a lot of time researching what kind of colors make people psychologically want to buy stuff. So I've gone with I've piggybacked off their testing. So the first thing I do is make the title push button ecom. Now that'll probably do. I'll be able to make it a little bit bigger, I think. Let's try 96. No, go bigger than that. I like to make the title nice and big and bold because it's eye-catching. It's what people have got in their minds when they are searching for a review. So I like to have that pop out into their face. So let me try 115. Cool. That looks pretty much perfect. So I got my I got my picture in there. I had these done professionally, these pictures, in the studio, so they're really high quality images. I got review in big letters. I've got like a YouTube play button that goes in the middle. I don't know, it kind of, again, psychologically entices people to press it. I'm gonna go and grab the product that we saved earlier from the JV page, drag that in, and I'm gonna put that onto my thumbnail as well. So we're still 40% progress with the export of the audio, which is all good. Let's just quickly see if these have loaded up. We're still at 182. Let's see if this has gone up anymore. 270. No, it's still the same. Never mind. Still happy with that. Super happy with that. Let's drag this in. Make it smaller so it fits between the writing, but big enough to see. Okay, a little bit smaller. Cool. And then I save my thumbnail as the same as the title of my review video, basically. So I just want to put in push button ecom review. Push button ecom. Yep, cool. And then save it, and then download it as a PNG. Cool, cool, cool. Cool bananas. Nice. That is saved. Showing folder. Right, I'm just gonna cut that out of the download folder, and I'm gonna put it into my folder for that particular review. Right, we can upload that later on. So see how we're progressing with this. 68%. Right, I'm gonna pause the video and I'm gonna come back once this is done, so you can see what I do to reduce the audio. Right, the audio has exported properly, and oops. Now I'm gonna run it through my Audacity software. Both of these softwares are free, so feel free to use them. I'm just going to run it through my Audacity and do the noise reduction stuff that needs to be done. So import the file. There we go. Now, a lot of people just make these review videos using screencast software and upload them straight away, and that's fine, you know, if you don't really have any background noise, or if you don't really care about background noise. But I do really pay attention to the small details, as I'm sure you figured out. But I don't care. I mean, that is what makes me my money. That is what people, I'm sure people pick up on that, and I'm sure people realize the effort that has been put into these reviews, and my subscribers appreciate it. And yeah, I feel that if you put in enough hard work, you're gonna get some good results. So that's my work ethos, I guess. So what I've done here is I've zoomed in on the sound wave. I've found a part of the audio which is relatively quiet. Probably I'm pausing or something, or taking a breath or something. So what I do is I just highlight this part, and this is where all the background noise is going to be. So let me just play that. Okay, I can't really hear it. I don't really have it turned up very much. Okay, so go through to effect, go to noise reduction. I'm going to use that as my noise profile. Right, I'm going to go to effect again, noise reduction. I'm going to click OK. I've got these settings here. If you want to pause the video and take a note of them, that's fine. That's what I use. Okay, and it flattens it out. Then I click Control A, Control R. So Control and A, and then immediately Control and R. It selects the whole file, and then it repeats the noise reduction throughout the whole file. Now this will take a few seconds to go through. Now after we've done this, I'm gonna go into Adobe Premiere, which is something that I use to edit all my videos, and put in my little title things at the bottom, which says stuff like "Get my free video course" below, and it helps with getting new subscribers for me. You can do the same with any video editing software, but Premiere is really it's really a professional software. I don't really need to use it for this kind of low not low quality, but low needs thing that I'm doing, but I use it anyway because I've got it on my computer. And I'll show you how to do it. Hopefully it won't, I just need to export this now, so click on export. I need to save it in push button ecom, export that. Again, it'll take a few seconds to do it. You feel free to follow through with what I'm doing in Premiere. It doesn't take long. The exporting does take a while, but it exports it into a smaller file size. So when I actually go to upload it onto YouTube, it literally takes 5 minutes for me to upload it, rather than uploading the file that I just got from my directly from my OBS software. This is what I'm using. That's quite a big file. I mean, it's about 3 gigabytes file. It's a high quality file, and it takes, if I was to upload that directly to YouTube, it'd take at least an hour to upload. So I am spending a bit of time doing all of this, but I'm making up for it because I'm compressing the file size by a lot. So I'm not really effectively losing any time over this. And I get to put in my little captions and stuff as well, which I will show you how to do right now, because this is finished exporting. Okay, cool. Get rid of that. Fire up Premiere. It's a big software, so it does take a little bit of time to boot up. And hopefully, because I'm making this video with you guys right now, it's not going to lag it out or slow it down, because my computer isn't a really high-powered computer. I don't have a lot of RAM on there or a high graphics card or anything, so hopefully this isn't going to make it crash. I guess we'll find out. Hopefully it's not going to interfere with it either, but again, we'll find out. So I go in and I make a new project. I'm going to name this after what I want my video to rank for, which is push button ecom review. That's what I want it to rank for. I might just put bonus in there as well. Review, no, I'll just keep it a review. I'll change my title on YouTube later. This is what I really want it to rank for, so okay. And then I'm going to have to paste that in again here. So again, sequence name, push button ecom review. Okay. Now, it's hopefully not going to crash. Fingers crossed. Okay, so far so good. Now I bring up the file where I have my original video, and I also have my noise reduced audio here as well, which we exported just before. So I'm going to grab both of these files and drag them across into here. Okay, now if I press anything right now while it's importing them, it might well crash. So I'm just going to do a bit of hands-free, do a bit of a jazz hands dance for a minute. Have a chug of the peace pipe. Okay, that is imported correctly. So I'm just going to, okay, it's still doing something. Right, I'm going to drag the original video across, change the sequence settings so it all fits in nicely. And then what I do is I click on here, I unlink the audio and the video, and then I delete the audio because I want to use my noise reduced audio. So I put that in there. Just going to expand it so I can see the actual sound wave when it comes through. It's still converting it at the moment, so we might not see the sound wave for a little bit, but let's just test it. No, we don't have any sound yet. Right, I'm going to pause the video and let this import properly, and I'll be back in a second. It's now 3:48 PM. Okay, so it's imported correctly now. It only took a couple of minutes. It's now 3:52. I'm just going to go through, make sure that the audio and the video are matching up, and then crop it so the introduction won't be too long. Let's check it out.
Hi, what's up? What's up guys, it's Jono here from jono-armstrong.com. Welcome to my push button ecom review. I'm here in the
okay, that looks okay. Just gonna crop it right at the beginning here. Just zoom in a little bit. Get the razor tool, cut along the red line. Okay, get the selector tool, delete these two bits that we don't need, zoom out a little bit, and then drag these right to the beginning and see if that is any better.
Hi, what's up guys, it's Jono here from jono-armstrong.
Cool bananas. Now I'm gonna make a title, so I press Ctrl T It's going to bring up this page. It doesn't matter what you call it, just press OK. And I'm going to select the box tool here, and I'm just going to create a rectangular box right at the bottom of the page that covers over all of this kind of crap at the bottom. Makes it look a bit tidier, and then I can place my title in there, line it up with the side of where the video is, change it to solid white, okay, and then click on text. I'm going to write get my free video training course below. Okay, you can't see the writing at the moment. I need to change the font. So over here I'm going to choose my favorite font, which is Avant-Garde BT. I'm going to change the color to make it a bit darker, and I'm going to change the font size to 45. And then I'm going to highlight the free bit and make it bold, highlight the arrow, and I'm just going to drag it down to my little title bit down here. Awesome. Right, close that. And then I have the title down here in the box, in the left hand box. I'm going to drag that in, and I'm going to decide where it should appear. So it won't appear when I first start talking, it's going to appear later on, so it'll draw people's attention to it.
Hi, what's up guys, it's Jono here from jono-armstrong.com. Welcome to my push button.
I'm going to put it in there, okay, and then I'm going to click on this bit and apply default transitions. Excuse me. Going to zoom out, and I'm going to drag this. Oops. No, didn't get it then. I'm going to drag it right to the end of the video because I want it to display the whole time that the video is running. And then right click and apply default transitions at the end. I'm going to do that for the main video as well, and the audio. And let me just check that it ends nicely. From about here.
Bonuses as well, and then click on any of the turquoise buttons to go through to the sales page, and then ultimately, if you choose to buy push button ecom, then my bonuses will be delivered automatically. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this push button ecom review, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.
Okay, that is good enough. So now I'm gonna export it. Now this is probably gonna take 20 minutes, so I'm gonna pause the video again now, and I'll be back once it's done. So see you soon. It's now 3:56 p.m. So we still need to upload this to YouTube. We still need to do the title description, the backlinks. We've done the thumbnail, and then we're gonna get into the email sequence. So it's gonna take, it's probably going to be about another hour from now, I'd imagine, once we get everything done, but it's all important stuff and it all counts towards making a ton of money every day, so don't skip over it. Alright, I'll be back soon. Right, so I've exported my video. It took about 20 minutes to export. I've changed to a different leather jacket, and Pez is behind me as well now, doing her thing. Now what I do next is I make my click, it's called a click magnet. Now what I do is I put it inside my emails. Let me just show you an example of what it looks like. While I'm waiting for that to load up, I'll just get on with it. So what I do here is I just find a 5-second part of the video which has got quite a lot of scrolling action in it, and I will just crop the video right there and let it run for 5 seconds. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll just make another incision right here. Sound like a surgeon. So I'll cut that there and there. I'll get rid of the title, I'll get rid of the audio because I don't need that for my click magnet, and I'll get rid of the bits either side. So if I scroll out, I'll grab this and I'm going to move it right to the front, and it's just going to make a little 5-second audioless video. And I'm going to put a new title over the top of this. So again, Control and T, bring up the title, and this time I'm gonna make it at the top. I'm gonna make quite a large rectangular box at the top, like this. Again, I'm gonna turn it white, completely white, and then my text this time is gonna say capitals, click here to watch. Again, we can't see the text right now. I'm going to change the color to blue, make it like a light blue color. Okay, I'm going to change the font to where's the font that I used last time? It was pretty good. Okay, I'm just going to use this basic one here. So I'm going to make this a bit bigger, 120 maybe. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to put this over the top of my video here. Just zoom in. Scroll it to the end. Put transitions at either side. Make them a little bit shorter, because this is going to be playing on a loop. So there we go, it's going to look like this. Okay, so I'm going to save this as a new file. I'm just going to put cut at the end of it, and I'm going to export it, and this will literally take 5 seconds to export because it's a very small file. Just change the name of it on here. Okay, and this needs to go in a different place. Okay, I'm going to save it in there and export it. Alright, cool, that is done. So I can close down Premiere now, and I'll just quickly show you what that looks like in the email, and I'll also open up YouTube because we need to upload our video. So where did I put that file before? One of them was in here. So cut that out, put it into my review folder for push button ecom, and get the other file as well, which was in raw vids. This one here, cut that, put it back in the correct file. Cool, that's all ready to go. Now I'm going to upload my main review. So I'll just drag that across, and while that's loading up, I'll just show you an example of this this click magnet, because I've had some quite good success with my click-through rates since I've been using this. I only bought this software last week, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, let me preview this email, and it should have a click magnet inside it, so you'll be able to see what it looks like. Okay, it's probably taking a while because I'm uploading at the time. Right now, it's going to look like this. It's going to appear in people's emails, and it's going to allow people to directly click on it, and when they do, they will go through to the bonus page that we created earlier on, and I'll be hosting the video on there so they can actually go and watch it. So that's what it looks like. Now, the software that I use to do that is called easy web video. It's really easy. Just create a click magnet. You will create a video click magnet, import your YouTube video, and I'll be importing the 5-second video that I just set up before, and then I'll be able to copy a little bit of code. I'll show you what that looks like, and I'll show you later on when we get to doing the emails. But yeah, that's easy web video. There's a link down to this below in the description as well if you want to pick that up. Now, as far as YouTube is concerned, okay, it's going to take a while to upload because I'm using Wi-Fi, because my webcam is on Wi-Fi. So if I take the Wi-Fi out, my webcam is going to go off, but I'm just going to pause the video in a minute and let it upload. But before I do that, I'm just going to show you some things that I do to my video that helps it to rank in YouTube. So I've got push button, ecom, review. I have all of this stuff already like pre-written. Every time I upload a video, all of this stuff is pre-written, so it makes it a lot easier. And you can do that by going to you click on the top here, you go to Creator Studio, and then you would go to Advanced and Default Settings, and you'll be able to write all of this stuff in for every single video. And it's pretty much the same deal for every video I make, because most of them are review videos. If they're not, then I'll just delete all of this stuff. So for the title, I'm just going to write huge bonus package, and then in the square brackets I'm just going to write the keyword again, which is push button ecom review, and I'm going to put bonuses in there as well. That's all I do for the title. And then obviously in here I need to put the name of the product. So I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to paste it into here. So get push button ecom plus bonuses here. So I need to put in my bonus page. Now, we saved that earlier on, the URLs from Commission Gorilla. So I'm going to put in the URL to my bonus page in there so people can check it out. And I've already got my affiliate links inside the bonus page, so if they click on any of the links, then it'll go through to the sales page. If they buy it, then the commission will be registered under me. I have my free training in there as well, which is the title that I made on my review video in Premiere before. So now I'm just going to copy and paste a few things. It's really easy. Push button ecom. I'm just going to grab this and I'm going to put it in front of all of these keywords in here. So it saves me a heck of a lot of time having to write out everything individually, which is something that I used to do, but now I have this all pre-formatted, so it's just a question of copy and paste, and it saves a hell of a lot of time. Okay, and I'm gonna put in a couple of new ones. So push button ecom software review and push button ecom plugin. Alright, even though it's not a plugin, but I'm gonna put that in anyway because people might be searching for it. Now I also need to grab the JV page. I closed it down earlier on, which was a mistake, because I need that right now, because what I'm going to do is copy and paste some of the text over from the JV page, so it means that I won't have to write my own description. In fact, the JV page was pretty crap if I remember, so as far as just description was concerned, so I'm just going to copy my bonus page and I'm just going to copy and paste the text that we already wrote in the bonus page earlier on. Okay, so this bit here, I'm just going to copy all of this stuff, go over to my YouTube video, and I'm just going to paste it in here. think these were bullet points, so I'm gonna tidy it up a bit.